I hauled a truck full of toxic industrial chili peppers and deliberately crashed it, then watched the villagers swarm in to loot. Because 9 years ago, my dad's truck hit a road full of nails, blew out, and went down. Every last goat on that truck got looted by the villagers. It was no accident. Those nails were planted on purpose, and they wanted the truck to flip so they could steal the cargo. My mom tried to sue, but the villagers were aggressive and wouldn't cooperate. No evidence, no case, it just got buried. 9 years later, I drove a semi back through that same village. Looked like I was hauling regular chili peppers, but it was actually ultra-high-heat industrial chili. I pulled over at a toll stop a few miles from the village, and within seconds, some old guy came walking up all excited. "Hey kid, where you headed with all them peppers?" Delivering imported peppers to a high-end restaurant in the capital. The old man lit up. Me? I was clenching my fist on the inside, because this wasn't our first time meeting. 9 years ago, when I came with my mom to retrieve my dad's body from Xiaoliang village, I saw this man. If he hadn't cut my dad off and steered him down that back road through the village, my dad would still be alive. "Get off the highway and follow me. Construction up ahead. I'll take you the back road way shorter. My place is right nearby, give me a lift?" Old man Zhao glanced back at my massive load of red peppers, and his smile got even warmer. He was thinking, locals love their spice, and this is peak chili drying season. Once he guided this truck into the village and they got ready in time, my truck wouldn't be leaving. He knew the playbook by heart, because he was the village's designated lure, the guy who reeled in trucks passing through. He'd been running this scam for decades, treating it like side income, destroying countless truckers' lives. "It's getting dark. I've got geese at home. You drive me back, I'll butcher one tonight and cook you a proper meal before you head out." "Well, since you're being so generous, hop in." I pushed open the passenger door with a smile, but he had no idea what he was walking into. Before this, I'd already planned everything out with the other victims' families. A mile behind me was another truck, loaded with a full haul of foreign liquor. When that truck flipped, the villagers would rush to loot the booze. High-proof alcohol amplifies industrial capsaicin toxicity exponentially. The shock risk jumps 5 to 10 times higher than capsaicin alone. "Hey kid, what kind of peppers are these anyway? Never seen them before, the packaging looks pretty fancy." Honestly, not totally sure myself. Maybe some imported variety. Probably the kind only high-end restaurants use. I played it cool, half clueless. In reality, the capsaicin in these peppers was hundreds of times stronger than regular ones. Not meant to be eaten. Used in biopesticides, anti-corrosion coatings, and tear gas. Extremely dangerous. That's exactly why I chose them. The old man barely registered it. His head was already full of how to fence the goods after the truck went down. He completely missed the giant spray-painted warning on the side of the truck, hazardous materials. I said nothing. I kept my eyes on the road, fully locked in, because past this state highway was the same back road where my dad died 9 years ago. I checked the mirror. A mile back, the liquor truck was cruising steady. Driver Lao Zhou flashed his headlights twice, our signal. Everything was set. But when we were still 800 meters from the village, the old man suddenly asked to get out. Kid, my stomach's acting up. I really gotta go. Just drop me here. I'll walk the rest myself." He was looking for an out. Minutes earlier, he'd already texted the nail crew up ahead. Asking to get out now? He just didn't want to be in the truck when it flipped. "Almost there, just hang on. Besides, I'm really looking forward to that goose dinner." I said it smiling with zero intention of letting him out. Instead, I hit the gas. The old man completely panicked. "Stop the truck, I seriously can't hold it. It is starting to stink in here." "Relax, us truckers have seen it all. There's a portable toilet under your seat. Go ahead." 9 years ago, this exact excuse was how he got off my dad's truck safe and sound. "Come on, please stop the truck, I am begging you here." We were almost at the stretch where it would go down, and he was shaking. Over the years, he'd seen plenty of truckers crawl out of wrecks with broken bones. He just never thought it had ever happened to him. I didn't say a word. I just kept my foot on the gas. "Fine. If you won't stop, then I've got nothing to lose." He unclipped his seatbelt, pulled a small hammer out of his bag, and swung it at the passenger window. He pounded that window over and over, but the glass didn't budge. Not a single crack, like hitting solid steel. His eyes went wide. He couldn't believe it. Laminated, double-pane tempered glass. Just had it installed last month. Toughest stuff out there. No need to freak out. "Sit tight, we're almost there." "No, no, no, please stop, I'm begging you, please let me live." "Why would I stop? Relax, I'm a great driver." Because I had people set up the road. There are nails out there. They'll blow the tires and flip us. We're both gonna die. You should have said something sooner. A second later, the tires hit a row of iron spikes hidden under ash on the road. Instant blowout. The truck went completely out of control. We slammed into the brick wall of a roadside shop. The impact hit like a freight train. Everything was spinning, ringing, nauseating. For a split second, I felt like my insides had been knocked loose, but I'd put on a padded impact vest beforehand. Rattled, not wrecked. Just one hell of a headache. Old man Zhao got pinned by the collapsing front cab, completely trapped, couldn't move. His face was covered in blood, an absolute mess. "Help me, call someone, get me out of here!" He had his phone right in his hand, but didn't call 911 first because he had something more urgent, deleting the texts he'd sent tipping off the nail crew. But blood was smeared all over his face. He kept squinting, couldn't find the delete button. "Calling right now. You okay, sir? Let me see where you're hurt." I reached over pretending to help, and accidentally knocked the phone right out of his hand. "Evidence that important? No way I'm letting you delete those texts." Zhao lost his phone. He was screaming for help. I cracked open the undamaged inner window and started yelling outside, but the villagers running toward us heard my cries. and instead of helping, they reached through the window and snatched my phone. Oh, it's got blood on it, gross. Auntie Chen grabbed my phone and chucked it as far as she could. If I call the cops and bring them here, how's anyone gonna grab what's on that truck? Those red peppers looked top shelf, and the old man's text said they were imported. They could flip them for good money. An old lady like me doesn't know how to use a phone. You just wait for the cops and the ambulance. Auntie Chen didn't give us another thought. She hollered at the other villagers to hurry up and haul away the tightly packed bags of peppers. Right then, another semi rolled into the village, hit the same nails, flipped over, and sent a full load of foreign liquor scattering across the road. We hit the jackpot again. Oh, we're rich. Today is our lucky day. First a truckload of peppers, now a truckload of liquor. These peppers are clearly the good stuff and imported. Tonight we cook with these peppers, crack open the foreign booze, and celebrate. To these people, outsiders' lives were disposable. The real prize? Free peppers and free booze. What they didn't know, it wasn't just me trapped in that truck. His wife was in there too. I was dizzy, strapped in tight, no strength to open the door. I could faintly hear more footsteps closing in, and through the blur I made out a crowd of silhouettes heading my way. Some had big bags, some had shoulder poles and baskets. All came prepared. None of them were there to help. Nobody cared if I lived or died. They picked up the scattered bags of peppers. The young ones grabbed and bolted. The older ones dragged bags down the road. A row of three-wheelers was parked nearby, just waiting to be loaded up. Don't take those peppers. They're not safe to eat. Give them back. I screamed my lungs out from inside the cab over and over, but nobody answered. Once I pick it up, it's mine. You got in an accident. Stay put and wait for help. One old woman even snapped back at me, clutching a freshly opened bottle of foreign liquor, then dragged a huge bag of peppers away like she was in a race. These peppers are poisonous. Do not eat them. I'm serious. Please believe me. Psst. We take a few of your peppers and suddenly they're poisonous? Peppers can't be toxic. I think you just don't want to share. Then, the old man hit the ground, convulsing. Everyone froze and dropped what they were holding. Out of nowhere, a woman burst through the crowd and threw herself down next to him, shoved a pill in his mouth. This old man forgot his meds again. Always gotta have a fit before he listens. His color slowly came back. He got up off the ground. Who said these peppers are poisonous? These peppers are strong as hell. No wonder city people love this stuff. That one pepper almost knocked me flat. Then he went right back to picking up the scattered peppers. What a day. Booze and peppers. Tonight we drink right. I gave up trying to warn them. The crash nausea got the better of me and I blacked out. Phase 1 was done. Now it was my partner Shu's turn. Shu, also known as Shu Dafu, was an orphan who grew up on his uncle's support until he was 15. 8 years ago, his uncle's truck flipped passing through Xiaoliang village. The cargo was looted, and his uncle ended up in a vegetative state. When Shu grew up, he swore revenge. He pulled strings to get himself appointed deputy village chief of Xiaoliang village. For 2 years, he pushed to install streetlights throughout the village, then mounted surveillance cameras on every pole. He was building a case. Outside victims couldn't gather evidence, so he went inside. Lao Zhou, the liquor truck driver, was also a victim's family member. His dad died on this road 3 years ago, and the debt still hadn't been paid off. This time, they were going to make Xiaoliang village learn what karma looks like. In the surveillance room, Shu watched the villagers on screen, first looting the liquor, then swarming my truck, and recorded every single face. To keep up appearances, he got on the village PA. Attention, those who have taken cargo do not attempt to sell stolen goods. Return everything to the truck owners immediately. He'd been making that same announcement for over a year. Completely useless. The villagers never listened. That's exactly why it came down to us. Zhu watched on the monitors as villager after villager dragged the peppers home and started cooking. The corner of his mouth curled up. He knew they'd be itching to cook up those stolen peppers and wash it all down with the stolen booze, celebrating what they thought was a windfall. Little did they know, it was their last supper.